Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
There have been warnings that Brexit could lead to a crisis in the fruit and vegetable picking industry, but now concerns growing about how the dairy industry could be similarly affected if it can't hire EU workers. Almost 60% of dairy farms employ people from the EU, many in permanent, skilled roles, amid difficulty in recruiting British employees. But some farmers are seeing Brexit and the potential for international trade deals as a new opportunity. As part of our series Counting Down to the Day We Leave the EU, Claire Marshall looks at how the dairy industry is preparing for it.
Imagine pure English pasture with contented cows. Farms that have high welfare standards, producing high-quality milk. This is all material for a powerful sales pitch, and it's helping to open up markets outside Europe. At this plant in Birmingham, something is happening that's never been done before. Fresh British milk is being packaged up to be sent 4,000 miles to Qatar. And now milk from here in Cheshire and the surrounding counties is soon to be transported even further afield to China. The Chinese have said they find it more simple to deal just with the UK rather than the whole of Europe.
Would this be happening without the Brexit vote?
I believe not. We were sat with some very high decorated officials from the Chinese government, and one of the comments that was made was that, look, it's very easy to do a deal with one country, very difficult to do a deal with 27 countries.
The Brexit deal is crucial to the industry. The vast majority of produce is exported to Europe, and the UK relies heavily on dairy imports.
Let's have a look at some of the figures about the industry. The number of dairy farmers has shrunk dramatically. Around 20 years ago, there were some 35,000 dairy farmers. Now that's down to around 13. And as for the average price of a pint of milk, that has gone up by not very much though, from around 36 pence to around 43 pence. And many dairy farmers say that's not enough for them to earn a decent living.
One of the main concerns for dairy farmers now is labour.
Go on.
It takes skill to operate the machinery and handle the animals. But few in the UK want to do the job, so now almost 2/3 of dairy farms employ foreign staff. David Brooks relies on his family to help run his farm in Staffordshire.
What would it mean for the dairy industry if controls were placed on migrant workers?
Any farm that's been reliant on migrant labour force, and there are a good many that have built up the business model and with large labour requirements, I think they'd struggle certainly.
This is one of the Cheshire farms now providing the milk to Qatar and China. James and Rhiannon had been considering giving up their family business, but not now.
You feel hopeful, and it gives us a chance to feel, right, we can start to continue to invest in this business and improve it.
But specific talks over a future trade deal haven't even started. It's up to those around the negotiating table to decide the future of the UK's farming landscape. Claire Marshall, BBC News, Cheshire.
The government confirmed that nearly 3,000 civil service jobs have been created to deal with Britain leaving the EU. The Prime Minister's spokesman said there would have to be changes to the customs arrangements at British ports, even if there was a final deal with the EU on trade. The Brexit Secretary, David Davis, told peers that even in the event of a no deal on trade, he thought there would still be agreement on other fundamental issues.